And welcome back. It's been a while. It's been a long while.
I've seen this.
For everyone that's on the stream, sorry for the very late start. Trying to work schedules again is kind of challenging after not doing this for 2.5 months.
Blame Geo.
Oh.
Well, okay. Nope. I wasn't going to say anything or point any fingers, but okay.
Fingers being pointed.
No blame.
No, he said my fault in the chat. That's why I'm like, blame Geo.
Yep.
Ace.
I did it. It was me.
Ace is Ace well, yes.
It was me!
No blame.
It was Agnes all along.
Yeah, but yeah, we're back after 2.5 months of being off. I'm officially dad.
Yes.
Woo! Difficult.
Oh my god. Daddy.
Father, help.
Father. Yes.
Daddy.
All the memes are appropriate in this case. Anyways, so let's do a little quick recap on where we left off because it's been a while. Thankfully, we did kind of stop at somewhat of a decent break.
Daddy.
Thank you, Jack. So the party was in Elks Point after going to Elfrost and getting a couple of leads on what to do next after some things happened in the council chamber that didn't really give them the warm fuzzies. So going to Elks Point, they got in touch with the local Marauder Guild, kind of not intentionally, after kind of making their presence a little bit more known than they probably should have in one of the local bars. And there was this whole chase to go get Xylith out of the clutches of the Marauder groups, and then we discovered that there was actually a connection to the to Nifis's character being Stormweather, and then Stormborn in the Marauders Guild, actually leading the guild in Elks Point. And then they actually made some connections there, see how that progresses down the road. And then Belto and Julian, in the meantime, managed to get in touch with Cheris, get a little bit of information on what's been going on, some of the things that he's been looking into regarding the Rat Shard. And after all of that transpired, the group made their way out back towards the direction of Elfrost, but to follow up on the lead from Eilenia. Are you coming in now, Ace, or are you prepping?
Uh-oh.
No, I'm good. Just you're good.
Okay. Special guest Asmodeus here. Welcome.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hi!
I mean, I can introduce myself if you want to, but you know.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Should I introduce myself?
It's up
No, yeah,
to
go
you.
on.
Should I introduce myself, guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it sounds like you're gonna
Hurry up already.
You're gonna play an important role.
Oh my gosh, it's got big music.
Nice. There goes the boss.
That's beautiful.
Hi, guys.
Apologies for the ear rape that everyone just got on the VOD and on the stream.
You're being
Yeah,
copyrighted.
opening theme music.
Hi, welcome to hell. Enjoy your
Yes,
punishment.
pretty much. No joke.
It's hell. It's
I think we should all.
hell, it's
we
not
should all work
supposed to
on our
be.
opening music next time.
No joke. He's been working on that for the better part of 2 hours, folks.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Nice.
so
Warning, the telephone line is disconnected.
how many times is he gonna keep doing that?
Oh, a lot, don't
Okay.
worry.
Anyways,
We got problems with our phone line.
so before this session, I had our players do some rolls for today. So for let's see. Let me go back to my notes real quick. Right. Okay.
Connected.
Thank you. My brain's connected with all the information that I was just jotting down. Yes.
Hmm.
Hang on. I need. Where's my sound effects? Come on. It's been a while.
Do we have a map as well, or
No map at the
Peter was
moment.
mild.
okay?
Where is this? There we go. Okay.
Hey,
You all find yourself in this infinitely deep chasm. It's very
Ooh.
dim light. All of you all have been, as far as you remember, kind of thrown across whatever floor you now find yourself on. A few of you are disoriented, and you take a look around. There are just these jagged stone walls that seem to stretch up endlessly. There's a general hazy light kind of in the area. There's no actual definitive light source other than a wall of running lava and other bits and pieces of what looks like kind of flame that's giving some ambient light to this area that you're in. Most of you don't know what just happened, but as you all are flung into wherever this place is that you have found yourself in, Julian and Belto, you actually come through whatever this thing is and take a decent amount of damage as you are flung actually into the wall, both of you.
goddamn survival checks.
You picked up on that, didn't you?
Uh huh.
So,
Has this just
So
happened
Julie-
after we've woken up? Like we just literally we had a long rest and we're waking up here, right?
At the end of the long rest last session, we woke up. Wilbur's familiar spotted some people approaching us. They were deterred. We were starting to hit the road, and I think that's where we left off. was
Yeah.
After
Okay.
they were initially deterred, and we were
So
going to
we
hit the
have
road, keep going.
We
towards
had
that
already
forest.
woken up. Okay.
So yes, as far as you know, that's the last memory that everyone recalls.
Okay. So we would think this is not a dream. Okay. Cool.
We'll get to that in a second.
Okay. Sorry.
Julian, you take 18 points of various damage. Belto, you take half of that. You take 9.
Fuck you.
Okay.
You know, I
Ow.
like this place.
As you all kind of get Julian and Xylith, you have this vague sense of whatever just happened. There's something sticking in your mind, but you can't quite recall it to memory. Xylith, with how just violent whatever transpired to get you to where you are now, you're actually frightened and you don't know what's going on. Having been just carrying on with your day, suddenly appearing here has just freaked you out and you are frightened and you can't move. Same for you, Warwick. You didn't take any damage coming in, but as you wake up and you look around, just the eerie sense that you get in whatever this place is has made you stone cold to the core, and you feel like you can't move from where you're at. Xylith, because of what just happened, you actually remember that just moments before arriving to this plane, there was some kind of misty, airy figure that you all were approaching, encountering, fighting. You don't exactly remember, but there was some kind of entity, almost elemental in nature, that you all had some kind of interaction with moments before coming into this place. Nymphis, you actually have a similar concept of seeing some kind of entity, although not with as much detail, just before getting to whatever this place is. So both of you know that you're going about your business, and then suddenly whatever this elemental airy figure was, after encountering that, you're now here. Everyone gets the sense that they're no longer in a familiar place. Everything around here seems very chaotic, very disjointed, disconnected, almost like the elements themselves are not cohesive in structure. Everyone except Belto gets the sense that you are actually not on the material plane anymore. Is that all my notes? Just checking. Yeah. Okay, so based on all of that, everyone take a look around. You get a sense of where everyone else is. Wilrick and Zenith, you all are frightened. You can't move. There's just something about coming here in this place that has you frozen still, and you are scared out of your minds right now.
Body check. Everyone okay? What's going on?
What just happened? How do we leave this place?
God. The hell just happened?
This place rules.
Nobody remembers anything? How did we get here? What's going on? Xylith? Xylith?
At this point, Julian rushes over to both Xylith and Wilrick and just basically goes,
Look, it's okay. Just stay calm. Just stay calm. Everything will be all right.
It's at this point that you all realize there's kind of 4 different areas in whatever this kind of landing zone is, and there's little levers and switches that are kind of right by where you all landed. In the middle of this room, there is a pit and a grate, and it looks like there are channels for these different levers or switches to maybe feed some kind of material to whatever this thing is. Upon further looking around this trench that you're in, there's also runes on the walls. And I need Nymphis to roll a intelligence check.
Okie dokie. Let's see, just a check. Boom.
13.
13.
Okay. You see that these runes are actually primordial script. You don't get a sense of these runes making any kind of coherent saying or thought or anything, but it just gives you the sense that this is definitely more primal, elemental in nature, where you all have ended up.
I do have the language for my primordial. Am I able to read any of it off of, or?
So the runes that you're actually kind of seeing at a glance don't make up anything specifically right now. There are probably other places in kind of this trench cavern area that you're in. If you go look for other things, you might find something.
I will do just that. I'll try to look around.
But the ruins, I'll start sketching what I'm seeing and seeing if I can put stuff together, even if it doesn't make sense at the moment. Maybe later on will. So I'll start taking notes real quick. And do you want me to roll another perception check, or?
Yeah, if you can roll a perception check, that would be great.
It's never high. Oh, actually
Okay.
no. Dirty 20.
As you go to the different kind of corners of this room, checking up on everybody, you see that there are what looks to be 4 different mechanisms, either kind of levers or pulleys of some kind, that feed into the center ring. And there's labels for each one of these, being the 4 elements. So one is fire, one is air, one is earth, and one is water. And on this, there's a kind of a rock pedestal in the middle, and there's a grate there, which looks like has some kind of pooling cavity in it to collect these elements together. And there's an inscription on the floor that says, "Put the elements in the right order, and you will be granted your freedom."
Okay, so I will gather everybody if able. I'll be like, guys, come here. There's some writing here on the floor. It says put the elements in the right order, and will be granted our freedom.
You also notice a little satchel in the corner by. Let me check my notes. Over by Xylith, there's a satchel that has a water skin and a spell scroll in it.
Is Xylith still frozen in fear?
Yes.
Okay. Is there any way we can get? I mean, are they able to talk, or are they just basically actually just like frozen?
They can talk,
Okay.
but they do not want to move.
They don't want to move. Okay, that's fine.
Okay. There seems to be a scroll over here on the floor as well.
Okay, you deal with you deal with that. I'm just gonna get these two together, and yeah, I'm just gonna calm these two down.
Okay, but if this is a puzzle, who put us here?
At this point, I don't really care who put us here. I just kind of want to make sure that everyone's okay for now.
Alto?
Balto's breathing heavily, and like he's not necessarily frozen in fear. He's got one hand on the hilt of his hammer, and he's just like looking around for like potential ambush or anything. And with nothing happening yet, he's paranoid, but like out of it.
And where's Warwick?
So at this point, basically, I've carried Wilwick over to Ghost or Ghost to Wilwick, so they're both basically next door to me.
So right now, based on how everyone landed,
Yeah.
Wilrick landed by the element of fire that you saw where the script was Nymphus.
Mm-hmm.
Xylith is by the one that's labeled water. You landed by the one that's labeled air, and Belto and Julian both landed by the one that says earth.
Okay.
Do they look like they're stuff that like can be pushed? Is there something to be picked up?
It does look like for the if you want to do an investigation check, you can kind of see what the possible mechanisms are.
21.
Okay.
21.
So for the fire one, it looks like one of those troughs that you would see like for a cement truck to kind of direct the cement. So it looks like there's one of those by the lava flow, so you can divert the lava flow.
Mm-hmm.
For the water, it looks like it's a little kind of trap door thing that's blocking the water, so you pick it up to release the water. In the dirt thing, it's also something similar, but it's kind of a crank wheel, almost like to scoop out dirt. And then for the air one, it's like a valve that opens up.
And it said to put these in order. Is there anything on the scroll? You said there was a scroll of what?
So there's a spell scroll in the bag.
And what's the spell?
It is a mold earth spell.
Earth spell. Alright. So just I'll turn back to everybody else as we're gathering closer, and it's like this seems to be a weird puzzle that's requiring us to put things in order. What is the natural order of the elements? Anybody know?
Well, like I said, at this point, I think we need to make sure that everyone is safe first before we do anything else, okay?
Okay.
How are you doing that?
Exactly. I'm listening.
Well, like I said, I mean, I've either gone over to pick up Wilrick and bring him over to to Ghost, or vice versa. To Ghost, to Xylith. And so basically, you know, effectively I'm lying over the top of them to try and calm them down.
So,
is it working?
I don't know.
Any kind of calming down that you have on them right now, they're not budging. They do not want to move.
Oh, okay. Well, at least they're together.
Well, one's in one corner and one's in the other.
But I moved. I picked one of them up.
Okay. If you're going to try to pick them up to move them, I need you to do a contested roll.
Okay.
With them.
Okay.
Athletics versus.
I need you to roll either strength or dexterity at disadvantage, and I need Xylith and Wilrick to roll strength or dexterity rolls.
Okay, I will roll dex.
To try to resist.
Which one do you want? Doesn't matter.
Whichever one you want to roll.
There you go.
I got both.
I got 13.
Not a save, just a straight strength.
Just
a straight strength or dex.
I got 13.
Y'all gonna die.
Okay, so you do not move Xylith, but you can move Wilrick, although he is, with him being frightened, he's freaking out.
I said I will literally just move him and put him next to Zion.
Let him smell your hand.
Exactly.
Gain his trust. Then offer him a treat.
Cheese?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just going to put them both together so they're not alone, and then I'll just leave and go to Gio at this point.
Okay.
So to refresh on how dark this room is, it's lit mostly by the lava.
Yes, it's lit by the lava and a few other random pieces of fire that don't seem to have any kind of source to them, but it's providing some other light.
But it's like it's essentially pure dim light. There isn't much for darkness.
It's lit.
Okay.
Right.
Just so I know whether I need to use that or not. Thank you. You said this is some sort of puzzle about order the elements to earn up freedom.
That's what it says right over here. I do enjoy a good puzzle and everything, And while Julian is moving Ulrich over, I've already had a couple of thoughts, but I'm just going to wait until everyone's ready and say like Julian says.
At that point, Julian comes over and says,
Look, these two are not going to be ready at any point. We're going to have to work this out together.
Oh, now you care about the puzzle.
Oh, but I care about getting out. I care about them too.
Wow.
As for order, I have no idea what order is asking for.
I've read in a book. Well, you know, I read a lot.
Yeah, we know.
Maybe
Brag about it.
my thoughts are that the brag about it. Who said that? Think about our planes of existence, right? Air and fire and earth can't rely on just one thing, and I think it has to be like earth first, then water, and then air, and then I guess fire, because things have to grow, and water grows things out of the earth, and then air allows the growth of everything, and then to heat it all is the sun, so sun can be fire, I guess. That's just a suggestion. I'm not sure.
That sounds very
Julian's
logical.
completely confused.
I mean, it might sound logical, but I mean, okay, where are we getting the water? Where are we getting the earth? Where are we just blowing on shit now? What are we doing?
I wasn't finished. I also noticed those things over there. There's a thing for Earth, and there's a scroll here to move Earth. I could probably use this, unless somebody else wants to use it. But there's also that thing over there for water, and fire is lava right over here. And
I mean,
this knobby-looking thing, I think, is for air.
Lava isn't fire. Lava is fire and earth.
However, it is our only version of fire that we have currently.
I thought there was fire around the place.
Is there?
There are like torches, aren't there?
There's not
lava.
torches. There's other little fire things. There's lava flowing, and then there's other little kind of fire things that are out of reach that are more just providing light than anything
Okay,
else.
they're out of reach, though. Fair enough then.
And then since Nymphis was relaying like the whole there's the things over there, there was a trough near the lava to direct it in. There's like a liftable thing for a dam for the water, a crank wheel by the earth's corner, and then the valve/knob for the air, supposedly. So there are the 4 sources provided. It's just a matter of guessing the correct order at this point, I guess.
Well, what happens if we guess the wrong order?
That's what I'm afraid of.
That is also what I'm worried about.
Otherwise, it could just be brute force, guessing everything until you get it right.
Go ahead, stick your hand in the lava, figure it out.
For contest does, is that thunder
You
guys-
actually being heard by the characters? Or is that just in the audience?
Yes.
Fuck.
Yes.
Every time there's thunder, Belcher's gonna be looking like straight up. Because you said we're like in like a trench type of thing, right?
Yep.
Is there
Pretty much looks like a bottomless trench.
is there any hint at all, like around the place, that could give us any other clue than what we would know already?
Depending on where you're looking, it'd be either perception or investigation check. Are you just looking at general, or
I'm scanning to see if there's anything we've missed.
roll a perception check then?
With what? Advantage or nay?
Just roll a perception check.
Cool.
It's always nay unless told otherwise.
Alright, 17.
You see, similar to what Nymphis saw, there are 4 different things that are kind of feeding into this center trough that has a grate over it. You look into the bottom, there's what looks like another kind of grate in the bottom of the pit, and looks like there's some other kind of mechanism just underneath, almost some kind of gear mechanism attached to some fins and some kind of rope or chain that's going in the direction of some part of the wall. It doesn't look like there's a door there, but it's heading in a direction that's kind of one of the stone jagged edges.
Okay. So no.
Not much else. But you do find some kind of additional mechanism inside this pit that's under the grate.
Are we able to take the grate off?
Roll a strength check. No.
What the hell the fuck? I mean, 21!
There are DCs above 20.
Yeah, I know.
Hold on.
Well,
So as you all are standing there, there's gusts and rain that comes and kind of spatters every once in a while. Some ash kind of thrown into the mix as well.
wait. As once the ash
Should
hits
we try to?
rain, I got hurt. I looked over at Julian. Are his injuries visible?
Roll a perception check, or I guess
Because I know I took damage.
are you looking at it from a distance? Are you looking at it from a distance, or are you looking at it like going up and checking it out?
I'll approach. Julian, you and I appeared over by the same area. I got hit by something. Are you injured? Is anybody else injured?
I mean, Xylith and Wilrick, I mean, they might as well be injured because of the amount of use they're going to be, but they're frozen, but they seemed fine. Yeah, I took a bit of a hit. I'm pretty winded, but, you know, I'm okay.
So to be specific, you all took force, bludgeoning, and...
No, I'm burnt. I'm burnt. My fur, I've seen some fur
You
off.
only said me and Jet took damage earlier.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Force, bludgeoning, and fire, you said?
I'm fine.
Well, if I took fire damage, yeah, but some of my fur is singed off then, definitely.
Yeah, there's a fucking patch of fur just like this fucking gone.
And I didn't get hit at all by anything, or?
You, Xylith, and Wilrick were unaffected.
Your survival checks were decent.
What was it? What did I roll again? Let me go quick. Got.
All narrative building.
I rolled a 15 on survival, so I made it.
So yeah, so you would be able to see that Julian is very much hurt.
Where's...
Alta, are you able to use scrolls? This one?
I perhaps could.
Anybody can use scrolls.
Julian, I'm going to use my healing light to heal you real quick.
Oh, thank you.
Just as you look hurt. 6 maximum.
Heal for 6. Thank you.
Heal for 6. Yes.
Just in case, you never know.
Something hurt us. Something hurt us when we arrived, and he's gonna go look over anybody else, like look over Xylith and Wilrick to see if they're injured. Nymphus, are you hurt at all?
I'm fine.
And you?
I'm good.
We landed by stone and we took damage. Those two were feared. You were perfectly fine. But there's rain and there's ash falling into this cavern.
Yeah, I landed weirdly by this symbol of air, which I guess is kind of my element.
Given that there's no other written hints, it's feeling much like your guess is rather accurate, I think, in terms of at least starting with Earth.
So, you go ahead and read this, and he'll hand the scroll to you and be like, "You go first."
Well, you also pointed out that there was like a crank or something over there, so if we want to take the chance, let me try that crank first. If we're feeling certain that Earth would probably be the first in this order. Shall I try, or do we want to reconsider anything first?
No, I mean, at this point, you might as well just do it. We're not getting anywhere.
All right, and you have to place it over here, and I'm pointing to where you have to place it, right? Because
Yep. You point out the crank. Yep.
So in that case, I will make my way over to the dirt crank, grab hold, pause for a good few seconds. Nervousness. Shall we start this?
Just do it! Just fucking do it!
Very well. And he's gonna try to turn the crank if possible.
All right, need a strength check, please.
Strength check, you said?
Yep.
All right, strength, raw strength. Ah! 15.
15. It was a little slow to get going, but once you kind of get into a rhythm, it does scoop out dirt. Is anyone by the grate in the middle?
Yeah, Julian probably would have been because he tried to lift it up, didn't he?
So you're looking in, you're seeing the dirt pour in from where Belto's actually doing cranking it in, and at first some of the dirt kind of seems to fall through the bottom grate, but then it starts to pack in, and it slowly starts to fill up, and then after about a couple minutes, Bobby,
it seized up on me.
The crank stops.
Well, I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. The good news is we have Earth. The bad news is that's fucking it.
And you see Julian, there's a good kind of level layer. It's a little slanted from where the dirt was pouring in, but it's a good solid layer of dirt now that's in this pit.
Walk back to the middle to join Julian's observations.
I mean, it does. I mean, if it's packed in, it does kind of seem like maybe we could put some lava on it and it wouldn't fall through. I mean, I don't know. What's next? I don't fucking know. I'm not the smart one.
I think you're
What
muted,
are you all
Gio.
doing next?
Memphis is walking over by the water area to look at the knob thing. And says, "Can I make it over there? By the way, first of all, am I?"
Yep.
Okay.
You can walk over there. It's a little kind of lift gate thing for the water.
Before you start on that one, Gio, I've noticed that this has been rain, and then sorry, Nymphis. I am so sorry. Too rusty at this point.
Nymphis.
Who?
Nymphis.
Who are you talking to?
Before you do start on that one,
Who's this Gio?
Nymphis. In terms of the order, and the fact that we had rain and then ash, was there enough of a strong breeze in between the two before they occurred? Because if there was, I think your presumption might be correct, but if the environment around us is any sort of hint towards this strange puzzle, that I fear whatever put us here.
Why do you keep saying whatever put us here like it's a person? I mean,
I say what because it could be anything. Entity, god, person. That's why I didn't say whoever.
Yeah, but what? Why would anyone? Or thing or whatever put us here?
I don't know.
Just pull the damn lever. Oh good, there's thunder again.
Okay.
When Olympus is doing that, I'll move over to Xylith and
I'll pull the lever for water.
Okay. As you pull the lever for water, Julian, you're looking in. The water is washing the dirt away, back down through the bottom grate.
Guys, would you like the good news or the bad news?
Did it work?
No. But at least we know it is not water after Earth.
wait. So that was incorrect.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the ground begins to shake as the dirt is washed out by the water.
Okay.
You hear this clink.
Okay.
And the scooping mechanism for the dirt seems to have unlocked.
Okay.
Ooh,
let's.
okay.
Okay. Let's think about this. If the Earth was good, we put Earth in there. Then if we put the lava on top of the Earth, it won't fall through. Then we cool down the lava with water, and then we use air to fucking blow this shit away. I don't fucking know.
I'm gonna check in on Xylith and Wilrick. I
Okay,
presume still frightened.
Whilst you're doing that, Julian is starting to get a little bit frantic and goes over to the Earth and starts trying to crank it again.
All right, I need a strength check
Hooray.
from you, Julian.
Above Dame. Man, it'd be really great if I could cast less
No, goody.
restoration right now.
5. It takes you a while. You're not able to crank it as much as Bilto was able to, whether just from the injuries that you took before or...
My paranoia powers me.
So it takes you a little bit longer to get it going, but after about 5 minutes or so, it stops. You have about the same amount of dirt in the pit as before.
Okay. Memphis, do the fire thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Do the fire thing.
I'll go wherever the fire thing is, the lava.
Mm-hmm.
Pull the lever, drunk.
Wrong lever! So you pull this lever, which pulls out this trough, and there's a pathway that you couldn't quite see before. Like, you could see a little bit of a divot, but now this lava is flowing in this divot and now into the pit. And it's starting to fill up the pit, and after a few minutes, suddenly the trough slams back into place, the lever pops out, and now there's a pool of lava just sitting there.
Okay, that was it. So it has to be earth and fire. Definitely earth and fire. So how about now we should we cool down the lava with water or with air? Let's cool it down with water first.
Okay.
Water.
I'll go back over to the water thing and do that one.
Okay. You pull up the gate for the water. You let it fill in. After a certain amount of time, the pool of water seems to empty. And the layer of lava and water has now solidified.
I mean, there's still something in here. I mean, maybe we're right. I don't know. But, air.
Okay. I'll go do the thingy with the air.
Okay. You pull the lever of air, and there's this mighty rushing wind that comes in. And this little cranking mechanism that you spotted in the little pit, Julian, starts to spin rapidly. And as it gets up to a certain speed, you hear these kind of twisting mechanisms, and in the direction of where what seemed to be kind of the chains or the ropes went, you see a parting in the rock wall. Since there is now a way out, Xylith and Wilrick, you all have regained your control a little bit now. You are free to move about the room.
Run to the exit.
You're not frightened anymore.
Oh God.
That was awful.
Oh, what happened to you guys?
I couldn't move. I
I
was
have
so
no
scared.
idea.
Did you
Did
see
you like me
something?
lying on you?
Yes.
No,
No.
I really didn't.
Okay, good to know.
Let's try to get out of here before it's too
Yeah,
late.
I think that's a good idea.
Good job, guys. You did really good.
Xylith, do you want me to provide a light, or should I use my blessing to give most of us the long-range dark vision? I can't see much up above us, even with my range.
So dark again. Remind me, but I have dark vision. You have dark vision, but it's just us two, right?
I don't.
Okay.
The
dark
only
vision
person who
as well.
doesn't have dark vision is Xylith.
Oh, that's always good to know.
I have
Wow.
300 feet. You guys have 60.
Okay. Instead of wasting dark vision, why didn't you put? I mean, if Xylith consents, put him on my back.
So there is a persistent
Okay.
dim light.
Even down the new corridor.
So you can
In-
still see.
Even it seems to be
Also,
kind of
who's
ethereal in
wasting dark
nature. this
vision? Isn't
dim
that like
light presence.
inherently built in?
I have a special ability.
I'm wasting my ability to see.
It's mostly, do we want a beacon that will draw things towards us?
Is
or
it
are
enough
we
for
going
me
to
to
try to be
like
sneaking out
navigate
of
through
here?
the corridor?
Let me turn my eyes off.
Yeah,
real
it is. Okay.
Yeah.
If it's
Okay.
enough, then
It's enough. It's enough for you all to kind of
Okay.
make your way
Okay.
slowly through.
So there's no need for you to
We'll just proceed
be on,
then.
be on
I
my
won't,
back.
I won't do light or
Okay.
anything.
That's fine. Well, I say yeah, just like you said.
as
Let's
we're
go.
walking through, can I check the pathway to see if there's any traps or anything along the corridor?
You may. You can roll a perception check.
Too late.
13. So as you all are walking along this corridor, it doesn't seem like there's any traps or anything. It just seems like whatever cavern that you're in, it's purely just stone and earth all around you. Doesn't seem to be any kind of dungeon or anything like that. It just seems to be a purely kind of natural trench or cave system of some kind.
And the area we're walking through, behind that initial wall, is it at an upward incline or is it purely horizontal?
It's mostly horizontal. There's some dips and rises throughout it, but it's not difficult to walk through. It's pretty flat.
Now that we mostly have our senses back about us, does anyone have any idea how we got here?
I don't remember anything other than where we were all in the forest. Nothing other than being absolutely terrified back there.
Do any of us get a sense that we've been here before?
So everyone except Belto gets the sense that you're not on your plane of existence anymore.
No, it's just but have we? Do we
No.
recognize? Okay,
By
no,
that by that notion, no. You've never been here before.
Okay, right. I want to if anyone felt it was familiar or something like that. Okay.
Nippus
Yeah.
and Silas, you both remember
I was just gonna ask.
moments before waking up in the last room. That you were going about your day. Xylith, you remember this entity that you ran across. Nymphus, you don't recall what brought you here, but you do remember that you were on the material plane, and now you're wherever this is.
So we know that we're not on the material plane.
You all do.
Yes.
I
You
don't.
don't. Okay.
I don't think we're on the material plane.
There you go.
You guys, I Before we
Another round?
went into that room, I remember some sort of entity that was in front of us. I don't know what it was. I don't remember anything. It just seemed like really hazy.
I mean, you say entity, but I mean, what? I mean, how tall? What was it made of? I mean, what? Surely you remember something.
I can't remember anything other than that, but it happened just before we woke up in that room.
Well, at least we know who to blame.
Julian, as she's describing this, you vaguely remember now seeing this figure. You for some reason you don't associate it with like right before coming to wherever this is, but you do recall now seeing a similar figure that Xylith is describing.
But I'm not making out anything. It's just effectively just like
no describing features.
There's nothing that I can discern.
So Nifis and Rorik, you have this memory of some kind of wispy, airy, very light entity. Nifis, you remember it being like right before coming to wherever you all are that you encountered this thing. Same for you, Xylith. As you all are recounting this, though, it reminds Wilric of this same entity, and Julian, you as well. Julian and Xylith, within the kind of elemental figure, there was some other humanoid figure inside that you specifically saw.
Me and Julian?
Remember...
Only you and Julian, yeah.
Alright. So...
You guys remember there was a thing that was there? Was he wearing a suit?
I don't remember any of that.
Just stare. Julian just stares at Zionist for a second to basically just like
just an entity, right? No, nothing else.
Yeah, it was. I can't remember anything else.
Yeah.
With the perception checks that you rolled, prior to the session, both of you saw a half-elf figure inside of the kind of wispy, airy, kind of light glowing elemental thing that preluded you all coming to wherever this is.
Okay.
There were some noises that you couldn't make out. You don't know if it was trying to say something. It was approaching you all to some degree.
Hey, Belto, just remind me. I mean, completely unrelated, of course. What kind of creature was Nazare again?
High elf.
Not like hot.
If I'm
I mean, no, not half or anything like that. Just completely normal. No normal elf, right?
I believe he was a high elf.
So full elf.
Full elf.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, then this is some heavy rain.
What did you say?
I'll translate it.
I mean, Sean!
Is that better?
Jason! Hey.
What he said.
Yeah.
I just turned down the audio on there. All 20 else. Oh no, it's fine. I had it at full volume.
Okay.
And it was like fully like.
Because I'm also trying to have it there for the VOD too, so.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't even have the option to turn it down. But anyways, Yeah, no, I believe he was a high elf.
Okay. Fair enough. It's just, yeah, I saw quite clearly.
You think you could be behind this?
Well, I mean, I saw an elf. That's for damn sure.
You saw an elf before?
I saw an elf. Yeah.
I did too.
Well, that came out of nowhere. I thought you just saw an entity.
I just remembered when you said that. I saw it too.
As we're walking, right? We're just talking.
Even as you're saying this, I'm not getting
As
any
you're
of this.
walking, suddenly there's this thunder crash, and there's now this debris falling towards you. I'll need everyone to make a dexterity check.
Oh my goodness.
Or
Dex
sorry,
check
dex
or
save.
dex
Sorry,
save?
dex save.
That's the same thing for me. Ha! Oh wow!
Yay! I take more damage.
What?
Dexterity
Oh, there we
save.
go.
30
I'm taking
saving
more.
throw.
I'm taking more damage. Don't worry.
How big is this
All right.
debris?
Thankfully for this one, it's kind of pieces of rock that have been shattered off the side just from the loud thunder. Julian, you take 3 bludgeoning damage as you get hit by one of these stray pieces of shear that has come off.
Ow!
You all right?
Can we talk about this later when we're not getting pelted by fucking massive rocks?
No.
We're still walking. I assume we're still walking.
So, is there a pathway that we're following?
Yes.
Alright, so
You're
we're
kind
following
of
this
winding
pathway.
around a little bit. It's been about 5 minutes or so. After another 3 minutes, you come out into kind of a little bit wider of a corridor, and there are more runes on the floor, but it looks like there's kind of stepping stones. Who would be at the front of the pack? I should have asked for the marching order before, but
Hey guys, Yehovah starts with an I.
you're quick. You're quick. You already know the puzzle for this next one.
I mean, yeah.
What was the puzzle? I'm sorry.
There are runes on the ground, and it looks like stepping stones.
Gosh, my puzzles are that obvious.
Wow!
Oh, I must have. You guys found that one. Can I write those runes down? I don't know that.
So you can. There are. So who's in the front of the pack?
I don't think we
You guys
really.
want to
who's the
give
marching
me
order?
because my 300-foot dark
Yeah.
vision to see it farther ahead.
Yeah, sure. Let's make it you.
Alright, so Bilto,
Okay.
roll a perception check, please.
Okay.
I'll be next.
Perception. That's a 12.
All right. You can see 2 separate sets. It looks like there's one set, kind of stepping stones, and each stone has a separate rune on it. Then there's a stopping point, and then there's another set of stepping stones beyond it.
These runes, they seem to be in 2 sets. There's a gap in the middle between the 2, I believe.
Sounds like we want 2 words.
What words could we...
Gio, as you're
Use.
jotting things down, you recognize these are runes in the shape of basically what a primordial alphabet would look like. There doesn't seem to be any particular order to which runes are where, but each one has a separate so-called letter in primordial on.
Seems to be letters on the floor and primordial. Though it's chanted and doesn't really make sense all over. Is there anything we can make out?
How many letters are there per row? Or how many rows? So how many letters are we looking at here? Sorry.
Yeah,
I should
so
ask, yeah.
for the first one, there is 8. It seems like between where you're standing now and the next kind of solid strip before it goes on to the next set of letters that Belto can see.
Okay.
Is there any kind of other hints that might, or something written on the floor that might give us another set of hints? Like the first puzzle?
Roll a either perception or so you're looking at the floor. Roll an investigation.
Investigation. Come on.
6. Nothing that sticks out to you right away. There's you see the letters on the actual tiles themselves, but anything that's kind of in front of you or on the walls, nothing. There's no other writings or inscriptions that seem to indicate.
Hey, you said that they're like an alphabet. I mean, I can't read this shit. What is the first line? What does it say? What letters are they?
I'm talking to Geo here.
I will.
Nymphus,
yes,
even.
Memphis. I don't know who this Geo guy is that you keep yelling at me.
No, I don't know either. I took a rock to the head. I mean,
yelling at me about Geo. I don't know who the fuck this guy is.
I got hit by a rock. Give me a break.
Yeah, and I'll read out the letters.
So there are 6 separate letters in the front. 2 of them, there's 2 that are the same, but there's 5 unique letters in the first row of the stepping stones.
All right, just.
Can we get all of them if possible?
Yeah, let's get the letters. You can type them out here.
They don't
I'm gonna write it down.
to common.
Well, fuck you then. How about
They're
that?
primordial.
Yeah.
I was just gonna write down random fucking squiggles then.
What do the letters say in primordial? We know.
Each stone has a different letter on it.
You are going to die.
You're all gonna die down here.
You're all going to die down here.
All right. Can anybody check to see if there's anything else, like another clue or hint, or something?
Julian would love to do that.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to see if there's anything possibly else around the place that could give us some help.
Okay, roll a perception check. 19. There's nothing in the direct vicinity of where you all kind of came into this room and anything on the walls or anything, but there is something that catches your eye specifically about the tiles.
Okay.
A lot more of them seem to be kind of softer and more fuzzy than some of the other ones. Where,
like they've been stepped on before.
Almost. Not being stepped on with use.
almost like the texture or the color on most of them is different, and there's a smaller number that seem to be a different texture and color.
Okay. Okay. So not that means that. Okay. So so that they look like. Okay. So Julian at this point is gonna use that and step on. There was just one tile in the first row of 8 that looks like that. I'm guessing.
And it's a row of 6.
Julian's gonna go step on that. Row of 6. No, but I mean 8. The 8 rows. Julian's just gonna step on that tile.
Roll an investigation. Okay. The first tile you step on seems pretty firm.
Okay, guys. I don't know what I just stepped on, but I think I know the sequence, and I don't know why. But I just follow me, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, Nymphus, what did I just step on?
What did you just? And I'll read whatever you stepped on.
Yeah.
It's the first letter of some primordial word.
Dust, you created this puzzle. You have to give us more answers. We're just gonna it's Jeopardy right now, and we got.
I mean, no, if we can't translate it. I mean, it's whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, if we can't translate it, we can't translate it.
Dog. You just stepped on the word that said dog.
You stepped on a letter in primordial.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay, wonderful. Right.
I mean, it's like we
look,
said,
guys,
you stepped on an S or an
looks
E
to
or
me-
an I or a Q.
Yeah, exactly. You can say anything.
Okay, guys, it looks to me like some of these letters are clearer than others. I don't know if you guys see that, but I sure shit do. Like wolfy eyes. So just follow behind me. Just follow behind me, okay?
And Julian now is going to go for the look at the second row of 6 and assume there's only one that looks different.
You take a look. There's one that's not directly connected, but it's kind of a step over. You have to kind of hop a little bit to it.
Okay, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
Julian's going to hop onto that.
You land on that one safely. Yes, Belto?
I would like to use my Eldritch Sight invitation
well, wow.
to use Detect Magic.
Well, that would have been nice to know!
I forgot I had that.
Okay.
I'm just here fucking jumping on shit!
Do I, especially since he just mentioned like there's some fuzzy, some not, do I see them light up any differently with Detect Magic for
their
anything?
appearance does not
Or
change.
nothing?
Okay. Right, well...
Nothing seems to be magical about this.
Well, I mean, maybe you guys could just come behind me? I mean, what the fuck is this, Squid Game? Just someone step on the one I was
Okay,
seeing
I
on the back.
volunteered to step on that one.
Okay. Good.
It's just
After Julian stepped on the second one...
So
Yeah.
you get the next two, I need you to roll another investigation to find the next one.
Okay.
4.
Yeah, well, I ain't finding that one.
It's a Squid Game.
Alright. You step on one that you thought is the next one, and your foot goes right through it. I need you to roll a strength or dex saving throw.
Saving. Okay, we'll go with Dex. We'll go with Strength.
Well, you have to pick. You can't just roll both. Who was behind
you
Julian?
pick and then you roll, you fool.
Well, it would have been Xylith, because Xylith was the one who was
Alright,
next to me, yeah.
Xylith, you see Julian going through the floor.
Hooray.
Can I run and grab?
You can
Julian?
attempt to grab
No,
Julian,
but-
yes.
I mean, don't run! I mean, fuck!
As he's stepping in and falling into this hole now, you attempt to grab him. Roll a strength or dex saving throw.
As I'm trying to step on the letter, I go, J.
14. You manage to catch him as he's falling through. Julian, as you're there now dangling, as Xylith is holding you, you see a pretty deep cavern. You are lucky that he grabbed you in time.
Oh my god!
He helped you back up.
I'm gonna
Julian!
How fresh is it?
Memphis, I need you to roll an intelligence check, please.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course.
Maybe I don't
Did
just
I
randomly
pull
guess
Julian
things
up
anymore.
Up, or is he just dangling?
Yes.
I'm just
You are down on the ground. You had to fall to the ground just to catch him, so you're like helping him up.
Oh my god!
I will assist in helping pull Julian back up.
Oh, thank you!
Trying to get to that
Alright.
point, but
So Memphis,
Okay.
they're
and then
so far getting through half of this word. You don't know what this word in primordial is yet. If this is indeed a word, that is the solution to this first set of stepping stones.
so who wants me to cheese this puzzle?
Okay. What did the runes look like? What do the runes look like? The correct ones we've done. The correct runes that we've done.
They are still different letters in primordial.
No, but I mean, like, I can't translate them, but they will look like letters. Do they look like the two that I've picked? Do they look familiar? Does they look like a pattern?
Not any discernible pattern. You assume that it's probably some kind of word or phrase that is the correct solution.
Okay.
But since you don't know primordial, you don't know what...
I was just wondering if there was just like there was one line for the first, 2 lines for the second, that kind of stuff.
I don't know whose hand was first.
Right.
It was Bobby's first. So.
No, but you have something else, so you go first.
Oh, I was just wondering when Julian fell through the floor. Was it like a second and then he fell through, or was any sort of weight on these platforms a trigger for it to fall down?
He went straight through, and it was almost like it was. Imagine just the
it wasn't that
stepping stone that he was on, but it was just made of dirt instead of stone.
Okay. Could I try thaumaturgy to shake the ground, see if any of the plates fall through and then reveal anything?
Well, yeah, I was about to say, if it falls through that quickly, I mean, yeah, we could just, like, slowly put our hands on it and just basically put the ones on the ones that don't...
It's a more elegant version of what I was about to suggest I was doing.
You can try.
I mean, let's, Wilvic do thaumaturgy first.
Yep.
See what happens.
Okay. Alright. You cast thaumaturgy, and all of a sudden the rest of the stepping stones that are dirt vibrate and kind of crumble and fall, and the rest of the path is revealed for the first set.
Okay.
So it puts away the hammer he was taking out.
At this point, Julian turns to Xylith, smiles at Xylith and says, "Thank you," then looks at Wilric and goes, "Could you not have done that a bit sooner?"
Sorry, I should have asked. But
we didn't know what was going to happen.
Yeah, we didn't know that.
Okay, now that clearly there's only one pathway, is there any way that Nymphus can read what is left?
Yes. So this primordial word is the word for earth.
Oh. Yeah. It says earth, guys.
Hey, God.
Well, let's
really?
So...
Yeah, that's why Dust said it wouldn't translate right, because there was 8 characters for this.
Yeah. So, how many rows are there?
There was at least one other one that Belto saw.
At least, but now that we're hopefully through to the other side, everyone's following, how many do we see? Aha!
I was going to say, I will keep Detect Magic up, because I can do that indefinitely. Make sure no future runes are lining up.
Now this is sight. I mean...
If you have advantage on sight, then yes, it'd be an advantage.
Okay. Like it makes a fucking difference.
There is another set in front of you.
What would you have the sight advantage for?
But I can't see any other than the set I see in front of me.
So this one is 4 across in front of you, but 11 deep.
Wilric, you want to try that trick again? I'm not seeing any magic on these.
I'll try.
You cast thaumaturgy, but nothing happens this time.
Guys! Does someone have a fire spell?
Ooh! Fireball.
I was gonna say, this is like...
Yeah, do it! So basically, because yours was an earthquake, that was earth, so then we cast a fire spell, then a water spell, then an air spell.
Oh, they're learning.
I was waiting to say
Next thing he'll learn that
knew
swords
that.
are sharp and hammers aren't sharp.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
This is
Anyway.
big brain time.
It's big brain time, everybody. Fireball.
Firebolt. Okay.
I mean, aim is fire.
Where are
is
you
good
casting
enough.
firebolt? Like, where are you shooting?
Past Julian, and nowhere near Julian.
Oh yeah! At Julian, directly at
So you're just,
Julian
you're
out
just
of the
firing
way.
down the hall?
Down where Julian sees the rest of the rooms and all that.
Yeah. Cast them on the rooms. Do it
Yeah.
on the rooms.
So you're trying to shoot one of the runes.
Yeah.
Roll a perception check.
Perception. Okay.
I need to roll a urine check. I'll be
You
right back.
shoot the firebolt, and it just bounces off the floor.
Oh no.
Wait, detect magic. Do I see anything that magic other than the firebolt? Nope. Damn.
Can I create bonfire
You can.
on one of the spells? Oh, sorry, I didn't come get you. My bad.
Sorry, we took him from you.
Yeah, worst comes to worst on that last puzzle, I was literally just gonna be like, all right, hammer, tink, 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 tink.
Whack-a-mole.
I was thinking it. I was like,
I'm the one
this
that
could be
charges
a
the gas can. Tink,
stupid.
tink.
Because I'm in charge of the gas tanks. Tick, tick.
But I was going to even describe, like, all right, to make sure I don't fall, I'm going to lay down on the ones that we know are safe and crawl my way forward, reach out. If the hammer goes through,
that was
I'm not
part of
going
it.
all the way
Not
through.
all of them are connected. There's some that are like separate from each other. You have to kind of jump over to one of them. They're not all.
Oh.
Okay.
Damn. Okay.
Good thing I used thaumaturgy.
Yup.
I'm going to try to create bonfire on another set and just like concentrate on that. It says up to a minute. I can put it on the ground, so I'm gonna like place it on one of the
Anybody can create
I guess.
bonfire with wood.
It's a spell cantrip.
Manifest it.
I can do a spell too. First cast sticks, then cast match bonfire.
So you make a bonfire and it just sits there.
Cool.
Be back.
You can now have a
Okay,
light.
does it not
You can now have a delicious soup.
activate any of the things with heat or anything like that? Because it's like fire technically.
It's stationary fire, like unless you're gonna carry the bonfire around.
I can move it around using magic. It's a cantrip.
You create it. You don't control it.
You put a bonfire down. It just sits there.
Boy Scouts
Does
Boy
nothing.
Scouts create bonfire. They don't then move it.
To lighting or anything. Alright.
No heat.
What was on that scroll in the first
You
room?
can now have a delicious soups.
Soups.
The scroll was to move Earth.
Mold Earth.
Hey.
Mold Earth.
Molder. Yeah.
Yes, Wilbur.
What? Obviously, on the first letter of words, there was a massive chasm beneath them, weren't there? Like a massive gap. Does that chasm end as soon as it gets to the next set of runes? It's like a cut-off wall.
Yes, there is like a wall of stone that kind of separates the different chasms.
No peeking underneath to try to find the right sequence.
No. Can I cast Mage Hand to fly past Julian and try to touch one of the runes to see what will happen? Because I'm thinking it could be just a different trap, like set whoever touches it on fire instead of falling through. Like the first set.
Basically, the hand can apply 10 pounds of force to something.
Yeah.
So he's trying to use it to remotely, like, press on the as if they're pressure plates to see if that triggers anything.
Okay. So for the first few, it pushes through, and it looks like there's ripples once the hand actually goes through some of them.
Ripples, like water ripples, like a disturbance in water.
Possibly.
Almost. Okay.
After a little bit, you find one that doesn't move with your hand.
Okay. So it might not be. Is there any when the runes get pushed down? Is there any like emittance of light from anything underneath it, or no?
Yes, Belto.
Oh.
With the rain that's currently falling around us constantly, and seeing the hand go through and cause ripples, are there any more? Does the rain appear to be stopping on those ripples that are rippling, or causing more ripples? Like basically like solid ground versus.
So it's not
falling into
particularly
water?
rain as it is kind of just like water droplets in the air.
Okay.
It's not like it's constantly
in
falling.
that
It's
case-
just kind of it's present and swooshing around.
It's a careless whisper kind of rain.
It could. The next set could be just water based. If it's ripples, there's no light. There's no nothing. So it could be a change in order.
Okay, so the one that he that stays solid. What was the first letter? Was it the first letter for water?
Roll a intelligence check.
Okay.
I'd like to point out that I had no say in the creation of this. That this is an evil on purpose.
16.
It is the first letter of what would be water.
I think we
Where's
have to.
Where's the second letter? I'll move my mage hand.
I think it's the first letter for water in primordial. So I think this one might be and I'll point out where the next letter is, and I'll say, try that one.
That one's firm.
Okay, so Julian is still gonna trust everyone and start taking these leaps again.
Over the next
Julian.
minute, you poke it out, following Memphis' spelling of the word, and you do make it to the end.
Walrick, you're a genius. I turn to Walrick.
Wait. Hold on. I didn't have that record. Can you say that again? Let me press record.
It's already being recorded.
I need it for my own personal.
Please record
stash.
it. I want to listen to it all night.
Right.
Well, not to gloat, but my intelligence is max.
I want
20.
look. Okay, out of character. I looked at your character sheet, and I just wanted to say that makes absolutely no sense for who's playing it. But that's beside the point.
No,
Your character is the very essence of intelligence and wisdom are not the same thing.
Anyways,
You all make it
Love you,
over
son.
the second set of
we've
stones.
solved water.
Um,
So that was out of the previous one. So.
there's a little bit more of a gap.
Good idea with the
A
mage
little bit
hand.
more of a gap here. There is another set of stepping stone letters in front of you.
Is it? And how many?
There are
Wind.
The quantity doesn't matter that much, considering it's not direct translate.
there are 7
still.
across in front of you, and it is 9 deep.
Well, considering we've done earth and water,
Yeah, so let's try.
do you see either?
Yeah, wind or
Fire
fire.
or air? Time to cast that firebolt again, and then we'll know.
I'll look to see if there's any at the beginning of fire or air.
Firebolt.
Okay. Another intelligence check. Nymphis. Firebolt. Where are you shooting it, Ulrich?
One of the first runes of that sequence.
Okay.
Walrick, can you read primordial?
No, he was just firing at any first.
Pick a number
Alright.
between 1 and 6.
7. Sorry. 4. 4.
Walrick, you're such a. I take that back.
4.
4? Okay.
4.
That's funny. The stone that you hit, when it is hit by fire bolt, it erupts into flame.
Are these magical?
Can I? I still have my mage hand up, don't I?
No. It took you a minute to go across.
Oh yeah, it's a minute.
Oh no! If only it didn't cost any resources to cast such a spell.
Oh yeah, mage hand.
Cantrips.
Max intelligence.
Hey.
Yeah, we're rushing.
It's all good.
Wilrick might be intelligent. So Mark Lane.
Nymphis, you there is a letter that you point Wilrick towards. How much HP does a mage hand have?
It's a good question. It does not say.
Mage Hand is technically like a magical entity. I don't think it has like a stat block for HP.
If it were, it would have a 1 HP.
Yeah. I can hold on. Mage Hand 5e. I'm almost certain it's not tangible.
It's tangible in the sense that it is visible and it can move, push, pull, or drag 10 pounds.
It can't take damage because it's not a thing. It's just a spectral floating hand.
Well, that spectral floating hand goes poof. As the letter that...
Wait.
That's
How far away is he trying to reach?
I mean, not that far, but...
Okay.
It would be within 30, is the presumption. Just we would get close, but not that close.
Well,
so
that's the
basically, Nymphis pulls spelled
uh,
Jehovah right and pointed him to the wrong first letter. And the mage hand goes poof.
So
the mage hand gets engulfed in flame.
and magically dies.
Oh,
no, it's serious.
Oh no, my hand!
And Nymphis like, oh, sorry. Oh gosh.
At least that wasn't one of us. Or the familiar.
Okay.
It's just gonna be cycle and repeat.
Yeah, once players figure out puzzles, they're gonna cheese them when they can figure it out.
No, I get it. I get
The
it.
best part about Mage Hand, by the way, is it can just like be there. Like it's not a concentration spell.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
So, like-
it's a freaking cantrip too.
As long as you don't, well,
Yep.
like as long as you don't like touch magical super flame, apparently, it can just like hang there. You don't have to like concentrate or anything.
All right, so
Sorry, not that one. I meant that one over there.
So Nymphis spells out
Okay.
fire and
We will
primordial.
brute force our way through this puzzle.
So
We are hackers.
12 hours later.
and there is one more
Password eventually.
set that you can see now in front of you.
It's air.
Yeah.
Already starting to figure out which word in primordial spells out air.
Heart.
Should I roll?
Intelligence check, please. Yep.
How do you spell heart?
17.
All right, you're pretty sure you know how to spell this one. It is 4 cross wide.
Okay, that one over here. You can use your mage hand to test it real quick.
Touch it.
Poke the rune.
You make it successfully through.
Actually, I wanted to see what happens if we don't.
What is this,
if we
Braille
hit
for
the wrong
giants?
one.
Okay, how is that
Cross
being?
first.
How are you doing that?
Panda, can you touch the wrong one over
Yeah,
there? Real quick?
why do you just jump on one of them? See what happens.
Panda, can you use your mage hand for this one over here? I just want to test something.
Yeah. Press it with mage hand.
The mage hand gets sucked in a vortex.
Ooh.
Well, good thing we didn't press that. Let's
Now
go.
I kind of want you to
All
touch
right.
these things with real hands.
No.
Okay.
All right.
So there are no more stepping stones that you can see in front of you. When you get to the other side, there's another long hallway in front of you.
Nymphis is kind of giggling after, he's just excited after doing this. Oh, this is fun. I wonder who made this.
Oh, yeah. This was so fun. I love nearly falling to my death.
Still terrifying.
You're welcome.
I'll keep leading the way, but as I do, realizing that I want a little bit of help with keeping an eye out for things, I'm just gonna maintain casting guidance on myself. So if I have when I have to make a roll, an ability check or roll, I can add a d4.
Okay.
So I'll keep my eye out as things progress. I'm gonna be like, oh, torment.
Does anyone
Guide me
else
here.
hear that humming?
Yeah, I heard it too.
You know what? I forgot something, Belto. I'm sorry. That when you casted the detect magic thing, and we can retroactively do this, but there was another bag that had another spell scroll in it right before the fire.
Oh.
Thing. So you would have detected that bag.
What was in that?
Would you have
Another
picked it up if
scroll.
you knew it was there?
It's a bag of dicks.
What was this? What was the
Yeah.
school of magic on the that I could see if I
It's not like
focused
it
on
was
it?
color coded. Like we.
It's conjuration.
Conjuration. That is for creative.
And I can
things.
tell.
Yeah, I would have
I
picked it
can
up.
tell who like wrote it down and what his religion was.
There's a torch and another spell scroll in it. And
No, the
spell
spell
scroll
scrolls all have a
is
bibliography.
Produce flame.
Ooh.
Produce flame.
Okay, so we have one scroll that's for earth, and another one is for flame. I'm guessing we're gonna
That's
come
right.
across these. Okay, let's keep our eyes open for other scrolls for air and water
And heart.
What's the likelihood that
and
Nymphis
heart,
will-
so we can summon our god, Captain Planet.
Captain.
Yeah, because I can keep the detect magic up indefinitely until I started doing guidance.
And how far is the detect magic?
30 feet.
Okay.
Okay, so we have that too then at least.
I'll just add to my inventory a produce flame cantrip. Scroll.
And I believe we'll cut it there for tonight. Because I know some
I
other
think I
folks
have
need
the-
to go.
You got through kind of a room. I'm so.
Sorry for being late.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I want to make fun of y'all. It also took y'all a year to like move a town.
We were learning.
Like, it's
Well,
like that's not
For me, it's
entirely
mostly
their
the
fault
paralyzation
either.
of if we guess wrong, what the fuck is gonna
Yeah,
happen to us?
well-
Are we going to take damage?
Well,
Would
you know
would
what?
Julian have died if he fell in that cavern thing?
Yeah, probably.
Hopefully, I mean probably.
Depends on if Belta would have done a thing that he doesn't know he can do.
I would like
With
to
just
rage.
instinct.
All in all, we
No,
randomly
something
were
better,
placed.
Dust.
All in all, we were placed in an area we don't know anything about, and we started solving this stuff as we're going so far.
True.
So,
Pat on the back.
hence why they said they couldn't start without me. I was like, yes, I'm the only one that knows primordial here.
Yeah.
If you came back, we would have all been dead. You would be the only one left.
Yeah. All right, guys. What I mean? Oh.
Everyone died.
Everyone's dead. That would be terrible.
That'd be great.
And sorry I was super late.
Who wants some contract bargain?
I do. Actually, I
I'm
can't.
gonna corporatize this party by the end of the.
My contract was not allow me to have a deal with you for some reason.
The power of radiance rebukes you. The power of radiance rebukes you.
I can make you an offer you would be highly recommended to not refuse.
I kind of want to join now.
We got
Your
great,
entire family.
we got great benefits. Apparently, come with me.
I get
Your
cheese.
intelligence
Oh my
score just
God,
like
dental.
through the roof.
Alright.
There we go.
You also get cheese. Don't tell anyone.
Don't tell anyone that
just
cheese
joined
is not
the-
real. Stringing them along. Stringing.
Okay, I don't want to join anymore.
Hey, I didn't say that the other things weren't real. The cheese bit.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap up the session. I know it's been a long time since we've done our D&D campaign, so it's good to be back into it. We will not be
Jeez.
we will not be back next week because next week is my parents are gonna be in town, and the week after is gonna be.
Oh, make them do the dungeon.
We might be doing it.
See if they figure it out way faster.
Hey!
I still get emails. I still get emails from that escape room we did.
Once you sign up, that's what happens.
So yeah, we will be away for at least a few weeks. It'll be at least December before we're back behind the cameras and the DM screens to continue on wherever the party is.
Merry Krampus.
That sounds. I mean, it sounds fun.
Dust. I think I redeemed something in chat earlier.
Yes, he did.
Oh, if we're doing those, trust me. Like I could do that.
Those are for non-D&D streams.
Aww.
Yes.
I can rename Liam, right? Like that's allowed, right?
No.
What?
Yeah.
No.
All right. What if I do it twice? I have enough to do it twice. Does it count then?
Rename Liam to Duststorm 118.
I mean, I'll still do the crunches after the stream, but not during the stream.
Allegedly. Dustin does his like regular workout. And he just messages Nymph. There, I did it. And he what?
He just walks downstairs, comes back out. There, I did it.
No, I mean, I just imagine like Dustin
go
going and doing
end the
his
stream.
regular.
Let me end the stream if we can carry on this conversation. Thank you all for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Good night.